What's up, everybody? Ben here. Today I'm going to work on this RZR Pro R Ultimate. It's a 2022 two-seat model that was crashed. I have a whole playlist about the rebuild of this vehicle. And today I'm going to start putting on some body pieces. I'm really been looking forward to this. These are nice, freshly painted from a shop in Waxahachie, Texas that painted my blue RZR over there. They've done paint work, I think, for a lot of the vehicles that ABF builds. And forget the name of the shop, but I'll look it up and I'll mention it to you. But good work, and I'm excited to get some shiny new red parts on this vehicle. I'm going to start on the front end here. I've never done this from scratch, but the good news is I have a reference vehicle here, the same model, just a four-seater. So I can check how, like, these rocker panels and these front pieces, you know, they kind of, some of them overlap in certain ways. So it looks like I put on the rocker and this hood piece before I put on that side fender and whatever. I'll reference that vehicle some. Plus I also have the Polaris book, and at least give me an idea of what fasteners and stuff I need to use. I'm hoping I haven't lost any of, like, these little clips. I've kind of moved this vehicle around a little bit around the shop. It's been 6 months or so since it's been riding. So most of these clips, I think, are in the right place. They just, I'm hoping I didn't lose any of them. Like, see, there's one missing right there. So I got a stash over there on the shelf that I'll get together if I need to. So here we go. This isn't really meant to be an instructional video, just kind of a progress video of this build. All right, got the front end together. I like that it makes a large visual change, so it feels good that, you know, good progress is being made. But I hate working with plastic to plastic body panels and stuff. It's just, you know, you got to do a lot of pushing and pulling and squeezing and stuff. But it is nice that most of the panels have a hard point. So, like, this bolt and this bolt are actually threaded metal into the frame or some sort of tab. But, like, all these other bolts are just plastic to plastic. So they don't really square up to anything. You just have to pull body panels together. But I don't know, if you're used to working on body panels, you know the way that is. And RZR's, you know, all the angles and everything, like, none of it really looks like it goes together correctly, but all the angles and stuff, in the end, it wraps up and it looks pretty sharp. But it, you know, it's not like you got a bunch of flat body panels going together that line up visually. So it's kind of some guessing work for me, but I got it together. And then some of these aftermarket panels, you know, the molds aren't exactly right. You know, they don't square up just right. So stuff like that it kind of bothers me. You know, there's a pretty good gap there that it's just part of the thing. But it looks good from about 10 feet back, you know. So anyways, that's it for the front end. I'm going to move to the back end. But first, I got to move my other cars out and stuff. I got to load a few things. Going to Glamis soon. All right, check out these cool LED tail lights I got from ABF. Before I put this rear bumper or tail piece, whatever you want to call that, the rear body on, I'm going to put these new lights in. They're pretty cool. I think they look badass. They're heavy. Like you can tell they're a well-built quality product. I've seen these on a few builds before, and I like them. I like them a lot. It does not appear that you use any of the factory hardware. I think it's just might need a washer or something, but just 10 millimeter bolts, or excuse me, 10 millimeter nuts that have nylon lock on them. So should just be able to snug them up. I'm gonna go find a washer though to fit this. So let me see if I can figure that out. Might be a factory washer to use. Well, so there's no factory washer or an aftermarket washer provided with these, but the factory nut does have a flange on it. And I think I'm gonna use these. I like that flange better. It would probably be fine with the included hardware. They are the same thread, so I can just use the factory ones. These holes are tapered on this side, but on the back, it's not a very big hole, so I don't think that the nut is gonna be a big deal. So anyways, just gonna put those on now. Pretty quick and easy, self-explanatory. No instructions. I don't think it's really needed though. It's pretty easy. Don't drop them. Sweet. Man, those things are gnarly. I love the finish. I'm gonna leave this black. It's just aluminum. I think it's anodized. It's like a textured flat black aluminum. And I've seen some builds actually take them apart. You can remove these fasteners and take them apart, and they paint this surface. I'm not gonna do that because on the red car, it's good contrast, I think, with the red taillight LEDs in there. So I'm gonna leave it. On my blue car, if I get these, I'll probably paint that blue to match the body because I think that would be a cool contrast. All right, so that concludes this video for the body. I'm gonna do the rest of I'm gonna do the doors and the rest of the rear end stuff later. This bed is just sitting in here right now. It's just a factory bed. I've got a nice TMW trunk and a pack out plate that I'm gonna put in. So I'll just kind of do a video just for that. But these are all the factory body panels back on with the new paint color. Nice and shiny and fresh. I feel good about it. Man, it's a lot of plastic and none of the body lines line up. They're all just angles that come together at funny scenes to me, but whatever. Looks cool. Just happy to have it going. Alignment is kind of an issue on a lot of these things, and I'm a little worried about some of the pieces being right. I think, you know, but whatever. So if you watch my interior video, this was my biggest problem there. So I'm hoping that's gonna be okay. So anyways, that's it. Next video will be maybe the bed and trunk, and then the doors. Got the new seats, received those. So I'm gonna put those seats and harnesses in next. After the bed, trunk, and doors. And then I'm just kind of waiting on a few more parts. I got some nice new exhaust system coming, new wheels and tires. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.